It appears that Sarah Silverman, who is a self-proclaimed comedian, who is in fact part of the Hollywood bubble, who is a woke leftist, seems to be getting a little bit red-pilled recently. And in this clip that we're going to be taking a look at here, which is from her podcast, she talks about how she doesn't want to be associated with Democrats anymore. She doesn't want to be associated with them because, well, she explains why in this clip that we're going to be taking a look at here. But basically, she is done with them. She is sick and tired of them. And honestly, I get it. I am really sick and tired of a lot of the nonsense that is going on in our country right now. And so I welcome the fact that she, even though she isn't fully red-pilled, it seems like that she is at least partially red-pilled. So before we get into this and take a look at this clip here of Sarah Silverman talking about her anger with the Democrat Party and everything else, I do have a sponsor for this video. Wait, before you skip this ad, I have something very important to tell you. Flip City Magazine is sponsoring this video. If you don't know who Flip City Magazine is, it is a comic satire magazine that loves poking the bear of political correctness. As you can see on the back here, they have a Knives Out cover, which just goes to show that they also love to make fun of Hollywood, something that I love to do on this channel and something that you guys really enjoy as well. So make sure you go check out Flip City Magazine. All you need to do is just go to the link that I put in the description of this video, click on that, and you are taken right there, and use coupon code JosiahRises so that you can get 10% off your order. When you do that, not only are you helping Flip City Magazine, but you are also helping your boy. I'd really appreciate that. I really would, and I know that Flip City would as well. Thank you for being a hero. Let's continue with the video. So with that being said, make sure you use that coupon code JosiahRises to get 10% off at Flip City Magazine. Let's go ahead and hear from the woman herself, Sarah Silverman, what she thinks about the Democrat Party. So former 2016 DNC speaker and comedian Sarah Silverman says she's done with the Democratic Party. So let's go ahead and just watch the clip here.
It's the absolutistness of the party I am in that is such a turnoff to me. It's so fucking elitist. You know, for something called progressive, it allows for zero progress. It's all or nothing. No steps toward. All or fucking. Again, righteousness porn. And I've been thinking about this a lot, just in general. I don't know that I want to be associated with any party. I think I don't want to be associated with any party anymore.
And I can get that. I actually am kind of the same way in a lot of ways. I don't really associate myself with Republicans. I don't really associate myself at all with Democrats. And I don't really associate myself with one. I don't call myself a Republican. And I don't really call myself anything. I'm an American. I'm a patriot. I'm a conservative. I'm a Christian. You can call me those things. But I'm not going to call myself one of these hard party names like Republican or Democrat or anything else. And I think that that's a slippery slope to fall into when you're getting to that point, because basically that just kind of sets you up to be in the mindset where you're going to vote for this certain party simply just because of the R by the name or the D by the name. And I think that that is a dangerous slope for anyone to fall into. So I get where she's coming from that, and I understand the frustration that she has for Democrats. I totally understand that 100%.
It comes with too much baggage. Every party, it comes with so much fucking baggage that no ideas can be taken at face value. And without ideas, what are we? Without a common truth, how can we talk about it?
Well, then that brings up the argument, where is your common truth coming from? Because there is, I believe, a common truth. But if you can't even agree about where the common truth is coming from, then that can be an issue in a lot of ways as well. But I totally agree with her that we are supposed to be a country of ideas. That is what America was founded upon, and that is what has made America so great. But unfortunately, we live in times, and this is where part of her frustration is coming from, where Democrats, leftists, in a lot of ways, want to suppress any sort of idea that goes outside of the narrative. That goes outside of the Hollywood narrative, that goes outside of the leftist narrative. We're seeing this happening more and more across big tech, across social media, coming from Hollywood. I mean, this literally just happened with Gina Carano recently, where she was literally fired from Disney because she presented ideas that went outside of the leftist Hollywood narrative. And on the flip side, it was totally okay for her co-star Pablo Hidalgo to post a very similar type of meme concept that she did, and he didn't get any sort of backlash for it. He didn't get fired for it or anything else. So it is very obvious that in this country right now, there is one side of the political spectrum, whatever you want to call it, the leftists, who do not want this to be a country of ideas. They want to transform this country into a country of bullies, where they get to decide what is the common truth, where they get to decide what ideas you can or cannot say on their different platforms or whatever else. And it is a huge problem, and it is only getting worse. So let's continue to listen to what she has to say here.
You know, Republicans might hear an idea that they would totally agree with, but if it comes from AOC, then they hate it.
Which is absolutely not even true, and I can show you literally an example that proves that this isn't true. So Ocasio-Cortez says that she will not apologize for Cruz trying to get me killed remarks. This is just insane. So basically, I don't know if you guys remember this, but back during the whole GameStop Robinhood fiasco, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez tweeted this out. She said, "This is unacceptable. We now need to know more about Robinhood app's decision to block retail investors from purchasing stock while hedge funds are freely able to trade the stock as they see fit. As a member of the Financial Services Committee, I'd support a hearing if necessary. Inquiries into freezes should not be limited solely to Robinhood." So basically, she wants them to investigate Robinhood because of some of the very shady stuff that Robinhood has done and did do with the whole GameStop fiasco. And literally, Ted Cruz agreed with her, and he said, fully agree. And then what happened after that? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was the one that ended up attacking him. So Ted Cruz was trying to meet halfway here and say, I agree, and I'm totally willing and able to work with you on this. And we should work on this together because I agree with what you're saying here, and we should do this together. And AOC was the one that turned him down over this. So the whole thing that Sarah Silverman is saying here, where Republicans will hear an idea from AOC, and even if they might agree with it, they won't accept it. I mean, I literally just gave you an example right there where that isn't true. So Sarah Silverman is obviously someone that I still disagree with in a lot of ways, and I'm not saying I agree with her like at all. I probably don't agree with Sarah Silverman on hardly anything at all, but I respect the fact that she is at least trying to think outside of the box a little bit. That is something that very few people from Hollywood are willing to do, and I gotta say I do appreciate that.
An idea that they would totally agree with, but if it comes from AOC, then they hate it. And of course, you know, to be honest, when I hear an idea that comes from a Republican, it's suspect to me. We all put too much shit on this stuff. We no longer are able to be a nation of ideas.
And that is a problem. That is honestly, at the end of the day, one of the biggest fundamental problems that we have in our country right now. We are not able to be a nation of ideas, and that is what we are supposed to be. That is what makes America so great, is that we can all share ideas, we can all present ideas, we can all discuss ideas, and we shouldn't have to worry about being silenced for those ideas or being fired from your job, looking at Gina Carano, for those ideas, or even in similar situations that I have been in here on this channel as well. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. So with that being said, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. What do you think about what Sarah Silverman is saying here? While I don't agree with Sarah Silverman still on hardly anything, I do, like I said, I appreciate the fact that she is willing to at least start to explore what else is out there outside of the Democrat mindset, and that is a good thing. That is a good thing. So she is slightly red-pilled. She's not like obviously like totally red-pilled, but this is an interesting direction that she's going to be going in, and I'm excited to see where she continues to go as she explores more ideas and stuff. And that is good. That is, I mean, that is the beauty of this country, is that anyone can present an idea and people can either think about it, accept it, challenge it, whatever else. That is what our country should be like, and unfortunately it is not in a lot of ways nowadays, thanks to the leftist mindset. There was a comment down here that I thought that was really funny. So this person says, all I hear is, whoops, just realized I've been shilling for the real Nazis, which is 100% true, because Democrats in a lot of ways are the true fascists here in our country. When you look at the people that are controlling big tech and everything else, they're very fascist in a lot of ways. With all that being said, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new here to my channel. I'd appreciate that a lot. Make sure you use that coupon code JosiahRises at Flip City Magazine. Link in the description to get 10% off. I'd appreciate that a lot, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
With my heart's desire.